Have you ever heard of a door that remains shut but still echoes with strange sounds? Or a place that, despite being occupied, carries an eerie chill and unsettling silence? Tonight's story is about one such place, an office floor that seems perfectly normal by day but transforms into a haunting mystery by night. This is the tale of the 14th floor of Riverside Corporate Center, where one man on an ordinary night encountered something that defied all logic. So let's begin this chilling story on a cold Tuesday night when Mr. Matthews was working alone in his office.
Riverside Corporate Center was one of the city's most prestigious office complexes, a towering 20-story marvel of modern architecture. Its glass walls offered a breathtaking view of the bustling city below. Every day, thousands of people entered its grand halls, some chasing success, others chasing dreams. But the building held a secret most people avoided talking about openly. The 14th floor. It was said that after sundown, strange things happened on the 14th floor. People reported hearing laughter, faint whispers, and on some nights, the unmistakable sound of furniture moving. These stories were dismissed as rumors, mere exaggerations of overworked minds. Mr. Matthews, a senior manager, was a pragmatic and no-nonsense individual. He didn't believe in the supernatural. When he was transferred to an office on the 14th floor, he brushed off the whispers of odd happenings as baseless office gossip. It was 11:47 p.m. Matthews sat at his desk, engrossed in completing the end-of-quarter reports. The soft glow of his computer screen was the only source of light around him. The faint sound of its system and the rhythmic tapping of his keyboard were the only sounds breaking the silence. Then, out of nowhere, he heard it, a faint giggle. Matthews froze. He paused his work and pulled off his headphones, scanning the empty office around him. Nothing seemed out of place, and the floor was entirely deserted. Shrugging it off as his imagination, he returned to his work. But barely 30 seconds later, he heard it again. This time, the giggle was clearer. It's a woman's voice, soft, teasing, and creepy. Matthew's heartbeat got faster. He looked around nervously, but saw nothing unusual. Then his eyes fell on the conference room, a room that had been locked and unused all day. The door was closed, yet Matthews could now hear faint murmurs coming from inside. It sounded like a man and a woman whispering, their voices clear, but their words incomprehensible. Gathering his courage, Matthews stood up and walked toward the conference room. As he approached, he felt an unusual chill in the air. The typically warm atmosphere of the office had been replaced by an inexplicable coldness. When he reached for the door handle, it was icy to the touch, sending a shiver down his spine. The door wasn't locked. Matthews slowly pushed the door open. The darkness inside was suffocating, as if the shadows were heavy and alive. He reached for the light switch, but it didn't work. The faint glow from the blinds cast an eerie light across the room. The conference table stood in the center, but the chairs were slightly displaced, as if they had been hastily moved. Then came the sound, a loud thud, as though something had fallen under the table. Matthews's breath quickened. He pulled out his phone to use its flashlight, but the screen remained black. His phone was dead, despite being fully charged earlier. As his eyes adjusted to the dim light, he noticed movement in one corner of the room, a shadow. But this wasn't an ordinary shadow. It twisted unnaturally, rising slowly toward the ceiling, defying the laws of gravity. Its shape was grotesque, something no human form could resemble. Matthews turned to run, but before he could move, a scraping sound echoed from beneath the table, like chairs being dragged across the floor. The door behind him slammed shut, and then he heard it, that laugh, distorted, almost inhuman, yet chillingly familiar. Matthews bolted toward the emergency stairs, but just as he reached the door, he heard the conference room door swing open with a deafening crash. The darkness inside seemed to spill out, stretching toward him as if alive. Matthews reached the lobby, trembling and breathless. He told the security guards what he had experienced. Though skeptical, the guards agreed to check the floor. When they returned, they told Matthews that everything appeared normal. The conference room was empty, the lights were working, and the furniture was in place. But one guard, visibly shaken, confided in Matthews, "Sir, there's something strange. The chairs in that room, they're warm, as if someone had been sitting there just moments ago." A few months later, during renovations, construction workers discovered a sealed door on the 14th floor. When they broke through, they found only a solid brick wall behind it. No explanation was given, and no one ever discovered what lay beyond that wall. Sometimes places hold secrets better left undisturbed, and the 14th floor of Riverside Corporate Center is one such place. Some doors aren't meant to be opened. Some mysteries aren't meant to be solved.
Friends, if you enjoyed this story and want to hear more spine-chilling tales like this, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Your likes and comments motivate me and give me the courage to create even better content. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss an episode. Your support means the world to me. See you in the next episode with another terrifying story. Until then, take care and always remember, not every mystery needs to be uncovered.